Round 1. DJ Dance versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Time right. It's almost time, baby. You ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Now, make sure y'all hitting the thumbs up. Make sure y'all comment and let us know where y'all tuning in from. The show Get 'em to the Metaverse is about to start. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Come on, make some noise. Put some fire emojis in the comment section. It's about to be insane. It's about to be insane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go, yo!
Hey.
Hey! It's gotta get 'em to the Metaverse. You gotta get 'em to the Metaverse. That's joy.
Hey.
That's
Hey.
joy over there.
Hey.
It's me right here. It's get 'em to the Metaverse. You gotta get 'em to the Metaverse. Let's go!
Woo!
Hey, listen, y'all don't understand. Okay, we gotta have a little praise report real quick. All right. listen, real quick. Listen. First of all, before I get to the praise report, Joy, how you feeling? How you feeling in the building? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, yeah. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Y'all welcome. Happy New Year, first of all.
Oh, goodness.
Happy New Year. This is the first show back for the new year. So happy New Year to everyone that we haven't spoke to.
Yes.
And we are super excited to be back. So let's go.
Yes. I mean, you look at her. Look at how beautiful she is, y'all. Go ahead, just real quick. Oh, she bad.
I can't.
She bad. Now hold on. Hold on. I got. You got it. You know what I'm saying? You know. You see what you see the swag. The swag goo. That's that Today Show swag. You know what I'm saying? That's being on the Today Show swag. You know what I'm saying? But praise report real quick. We literally had a power outage happen.
Yes.
3 hours ago. Okay, so we posted our last graphic for the show. We're sitting, getting ready, literally about to get started, ready to get prepared for the show. Yep. And then the power goes out. Right.
Completely. We're like, oh my gosh, wait, what just happened?
Look, I can prove it to y'all. Because we literally have graphics. You can't even see it. You can't even see the graphic. Hold on, let me see. Can I get it? We had graphics that literally said we're experiencing technical difficulties. Yeah. Let me tell y'all how good God is. We was about to post it, and the second I sent her the graphic, power came on. Now,
Yep.
when did the power come on? It did not come on 40 minutes ago. It literally came on 20 minutes ago. We had to get ready. We're rushing, getting everything prepared because it is so important to be on this show for you guys. That's how much this show means to us. We want to help people get to the metaverse. So,
yeah.
with all that talking, we got some people in the building. Number one, got a shout out to Hardy West showing up
Hey,
early.
Hardy.
Bro, we
Hey.
appreciate you, my dog. We appreciate you for showing up. And of course, we got the fam games and drinks in the building saying, I'm
Hey
here.
there.
Yes, you made it. And yeah, bro, we wish we was at CES too, man. We wish.
I know.
We gonna look next year. Okay, we gonna be there. We need you there too, so we can all link up and game and drink. I guess I don't know. We can do games and drink, right? But man, super excited to get everyone back on the podcast. 2023 is going to be an insane year, and we're going to talk all about that towards, of course, the end when we actually get into our topic of the week. But let's go ahead and get into breaking news. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, so breaking we gonna start off light real quick. We gonna start off light. So the Quest 1, do you have a Quest 1, babe? Did you?
No, I don't have a Quest 1.
I don't have a
Started
Quest
off with a
1.
Quest 2.
Yeah, I don't have a Quest 1 either. Always wanted one. In fact, it was something that I was looking at, when, of course, it got me all into kind of like the desire for standalone VR. It was the first standalone VR headset. Well, it's about roughly close to 4 years old. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So I mean, the Quest 2 is coming up on its 3rd anniversary as well.
You're
so
right.
it's old. So it came out in 2019. The Quest 2 came out in 2020, and Meta sent out an email kind of explaining to people that although it was the first in the revolution of standalone VR, unfortunately, to continually support it is just not going to be something that they can continue to do. So they gave us some information. One of those things was they promised us that we would still get updates on a device up until 2024, which is it's actually pretty good. Security updates, bug fixes, as well as there's going to be some cool stuff around. You can't use Horizon Home. There's been some confusion that you wouldn't be able to use Horizon Worlds. Here's the thing. Quest 1 cannot actually use Horizon Worlds anyway. So the Horizon Home is the social feature that allows people to come into your home space in your regular default, what we used to call the Oculus Home environment.
And to break it down even further, when
Yeah.
you first turn on the device, that area that you come into, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. So the whole point of this is that they're saying, listen, it's about to be a 4-year-old device. We can't continue to push the limits. We pushed the limits as far as we could with the chipset. It's like trying to make a PlayStation be a PlayStation 2. PlayStation 1 was the Quest 1. We're on PlayStation 2 with the Quest 2. And we're about to head to PlayStation 3 with the Quest 3. So they're like, we can keep making games for the PlayStation 2, but we got to stop with the PlayStation 1. So the cool thing is that all your apps that you can use, still can use those. You still can do multiplayer with other people. It's just you're going to be losing some of those social features. And after 2024 or going into 2024, you won't have any new bug fixes and things like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, come on. How long do you expect? I don't think even Apple, after 4 years,
I was
supports.
just about to say that it's like you having the original iPhone and you're still wanting to bring it into 2023, operating it,
Yeah.
But,
And that's the thing. We're still in the early days of the technology for VR. So unfortunately, it's like you said, the iPhone 1 compared to the iPhone 4. That was a humongous leap. Now, iPhone 10 compared to iPhone 14 is not as big as a leap,
Right.
speed-wise. So we're not there yet in specs. So the next thing we have on our list, that was really good. Let's get into the next one. Roblox. Now, I am not the particular audience for Roblox. Are you the particular audience for Roblox? Is that something that you've tested out, Joy?
I have tested out Roblox, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. However, it's definitely a whole lot of youthful cups of tea. And so there's been some big rumblings from The Verge, one of the head reporters over there, speaking about Roblox potentially. He's heard Roblox is officially coming to the Quest platform now.
Later this year.
Now, let's preface this now, Joy. I need your help here. So we know we got Rec Room. right?
Mm-hmm.
Rec Room is pretty great for games, etc., and also for the youth, pretty good, and also for adults. We've had some good times in
Yeah,
there as
we had some
well.
fun in there.
Our personal favorite, of course, is Horizon Worlds. We absolutely enjoy it. A lot of people don't, but we're trying to work our best to help people see the bigger potential there. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's, of course, virtual VR chat, right? So, does Roblox have a place?
Wait, you didn't even include alt space. Do you?
Oh, dear. Hold on. Where my song? Hold on. I got a sound for that. I got a sound for that. Hold on. I need, where it
You
is? Here you go.
forgot
Here you go.
about alt space.
Yeah, we not. I'm not the biggest alt space fan, but I know there's
But you
people
have
out
to
there.
acknowledge it, yes.
I
So.
have. You're right. You're right. So alt space. You get a little love from me, all right? But do you think Roblox actually has a place on the Quest store, and that's just going to make a difference on the Quest store?
Um, it depends because I think that if the demographic is shifting to the younger generation and the younger kids, they're going to be ecstatic about it, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so it gives them some place to go other than the rec room area. It gives them another platform, like another thing of choice.
Yeah.
Because whenever they go to the other platforms, they see there's a lot of adults and stuff like that.
Yep.
So, I mean, it may be good in that aspect. Could it compete? I do think that it could compete though,
Oh
because
man, come on.
the kids is capturing the kids' attention, and
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
the ones that can stay on it all day and all night. Like um, whenever they're not in school.
Correct,
Of
correct,
course.
correct. I'm sitting here looking at it, and Game and Drinks are saying Roblox is crazy. I don't feel it either, and it's kind of like the Wild Wild West too, as
Yeah.
well. Kevin Cox, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey there.
Roblox is the middle school age group. Um, yeah, there's
Yeah.
kids who literally grew up starting. I have a nephew who literally his first game was Roblox. He's like coming up to his teenage years. So he's been around long enough to his first thing he put his controller
Mhm.
hands on and touchscreen hands on was Roblox. So definitely something like that. And of course, Horizon, Hardy says, Horizon gang. Of course.
Of course.
We know what it is. And look, we even got Meta News in the building from
Hey, Meta
Horizon Worlds
News.
as well. Shout out to the fam from Horizon Worlds Meta
Hey.
News. But yeah, so I don't know. Me personally, let me go put the screen on me real quick. Me personally, I think Roblox is going to be huge for the platform. I think it's going to sell a lot of headsets. It's
Hmm.
another opportunity once again to solidify this metaverse build that Meta has been wanting to do a little bit more. But
Hmm.
it's just going to come down to how it looks, how it runs. I personally believe it's not going to come out until the Quest 3 comes out because if Roblox could have ran really good on the Quest 2 already, it would already technically be out. So I think the
Yeah.
Quest 3 is supposed to have a really big boost in graphics, and so that's going to be a really big thing when that happens. So, all right, well that was that one. Let's move on to now. This is a sexy piece of metal right here. Okay, we about to talk
Uh-oh.
about another. Look, I'm not talking about you, Joy. You a
Not the
sexy
metal.
a sexy piece of flesh.
I
But a
cannot.
sexy piece of metal. The XR Elite HTC XR Vive XR Elite Pro headset officially announced at CES, and I gotta say, it's pretty impressive for what it is. It's an $1,100 device, so $400 cheaper than our
Yeah,
Quest Pros back
they're
there.
coming for that price
They're
point.
coming for that price range, and of course they really touted really bigly that of course Meta is about your data, where they're the only reason why their price is that high is because they want to make sure they're not using your data, so they gotta make money another way, right? So what do you think about this, Joe? Do you think there's a space for more VR headsets?
Absolutely. I think that is just going to encourage each company to try to compete for the space, and try to make it better, you know? So the more competition that comes in with these different devices, the further the VR platform could be pushed forward and expand and see what the limit is, you know? So
Wow, that's good.
yeah, I'm looking forward to the different devices and seeing how they could push this technology forward.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if Meta was just the height of it all, then I mean, there's nowhere
It's
else to go.
you gotta have to have like PlayStation 2 versus the original Xbox, right? That drove, we like, for instance, I was talking to a good buddy. He's in the chat, Hardy. He was like, "Man, I don't care about Xbox. I'm a PlayStation person, And I'm like, I know, Joy, you're a PlayStation person.
Oh
and
yeah, I was PlayStation
and
all the way.
when I had the money to choose between a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360, which I believe is one of the greatest consoles to ever exist on the planet, PlayStation 2 was the best. Okay, period.
Okay.
PlayStation 2
Period.
was the best.
Yeah.
But PS3 and PS4, it can miss me. Xbox 360. Xbox 360 though, I chose that, and I mean it was pushing the limit. It had to connect a camera system. It was just really pushing the narrative. So we were talking, and he was like, "Man, I'm more of a PlayStation person. Like I'm more of an Xbox." So the idea is, the more I think about it, we need we need Sega versus Nintendo for this to work.
Apple and Android,
You need it. You need that competition, because if one rules it all, everything starts to be slow in what can happen in the space. So I'm actually happy. We're going to talk about it a little bit later, that this is just the beginning of mixed reality devices, and this is being marketed not as just a VR device, but mixed reality
Mixed
device,
reality,
right?
yeah.
Which leads us into our last story for our breaking news segment, and this is the one. All right, so this is a sexy piece of metal. Oh God! Look at
I'm
her.
excited for this one.
Look, this is a sexy piece of metal. Okay, now the idea here is, okay. Let's do this. Imagining the fact that we've been hearing rumblings about Apple releasing a VR, XR, AR, mixed reality, whatever you want to say it, headset for about 3 to 4 years. In fact, it's going back even longer than that, because I'm an Apple head, where in iOS 8.0, when they first showed off augmented reality, it was always a promise then that there would be some type of technology that was going to come eventually to take over the iPhone, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're finally at that moment. In fact, we just celebrated the iPhone launch. The original iPhone was announced on January 5th, I believe. Macworld years and years ago in 2006. And so we're years after that.
Years and years. 2006 was years and years.
Unfortunately, 2006 was,
oh my
was years and years
gosh.
ago. Yeah. Where were you in 2006? Put that in the comments section. And hit that thumbs up while you're at it, right?
Right.
But no, like the idea is that I believe we're about to see the next iPhone moment.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
That's why everyone's is waiting for Apple. Like when we were at this place with BlackBerry, let's take it for a second. We're gonna get off the screen for a moment. All right, now we're gonna go back.
We taking it back a trip down memory lane.
You remember Windows PC phones?
Oh God, yes.
Okay. Do you remember Blackberries?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Palm Trios?
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. They were pinnacle. They were game-changing devices. They were expensive as heck. But they could do things.
It was a status symbol. If you had a BlackBerry.
Come on.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Listen, it was something powerful, right? And here's this company in the background for years building this, what we now know as the iPhone. And when it comes out, it literally shifted everything. It was laughed at. It was mocked. It was like, who's going to buy this? Microsoft was like, who's going to buy a touchscreen phone? It don't have a keyboard. They're not going to use this for business. Yep. And then the iPhone literally has changed the landscape for developers, has changed the landscape for business, has changed the landscape for how we communicate. It was one of the first phones with video conferencing. Like, it's FaceTime. Come on, it's Apple. Yeah, right. So, thinking about that, we have the expensive BlackBerry today of VR. We have the expensive Palm Trios, right? We have the Windows PC phones, that's super powered phones, but the market is small. Mm-hmm. We need an Apple. We're big Meta fans, but we need an Apple to come in, disrupt, shake up, and
make it mainstream.
Yeah, legitimize this medium that we love so much, and then start seeing the potential of what Meta's going to do with the Quest Pro. I believe we have not seen the best from Meta yet with the Quest Pro.
Oh, no.
They're waiting. They're literally waiting and waiting for the right moment to strike, because we love, okay, I love our devices. We would not trade them for the world, but we know what Apple coming into, it's going to give the credence needed to move. And even Andrew Bosworth, which is the CTO and one of the leaders of the Reality Labs for Meta, has even went on record saying that they need competition. This needs to happen. So
let's talk about this price point.
oh Lord, I'm gonna put it on you for that. We're not gonna even.
So the price point is projected. All this is speculation, but it's projected to be around or upward of $3,000. Let that sink in. For this mixed reality headset that Apple wants to put out, it's speculated to be upwards of $3,000. So, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that are y'all gonna get the Apple headset if it's upwards of $3,000?
Man, look, I know what Hardy gonna ask. Does Horizon run on it? Does Horizon run it? He said Meta gang. Meta News said yikes, right?
Right.
Look now.
Whew.
Now I'm looking at some of this in here, like right here. Go back to the note here. I had it. Apple getting into XR is going to change the landscape. It is, right?
It is.
It is. But that price range is, yeah. He said it right here. 3,000 at first. 3,000 at first. It's going to be for the enthusiasts. It's going to be for those who just absolutely gotta have it. And
day one, of course.
And that's that. So I'm sitting here thinking about how we gonna get our hands. Because let me hold on, y'all. In fact, this is a good time to talk about this. Today's sponsor is Getting Things Done. Can y'all? There's options on the channel now where you can give us super thanks and send stars and help us get our funds right to get this. Cause you know I gotta buy two, y'all. I gotta buy two. I'm playing, but I'm not playing. I gotta buy two. But all that being said, we are excited about what's about to happen in this space, which leads us to after we get into our apps of the week, we gotta get to apps of the week because this is kind of in the topic as well. So let's move on to our apps of the week. I'm enjoying the show today. You enjoying the show?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the show, and thanks everybody for hanging out with us.
Yeah, like it's like, man, we got a lot of people in here. I'm like, oh, we got the comments coming in. All right, y'all. This is gonna be funny. Her app of the week. All right, when we first talked about this app, she was like, what in the heck is this thing, right? It's this slime ball thing. So go ahead.
Slime ball is my app of the week. We had so much fun playing it. I beat Jdunrrp like 3 times in it.
Who needed you to say that? Who paid you to say that? Who in here paid her to tell my stuff? Like,
and
what?
It was just so much fun. And you literally have to open your mouth and do your hands in order for it to work. And it's like, it's so fun.
You know, I had a good joke right there.
I know you did.
Joke, but we're gonna keep it PG 13 on here tonight. I'm gonna tell y'all, it's fun as heck. It is fun. It's this game. It's the future of game boards here, right? So you got your Quest Pro on, or eventually, actually, I think they're gonna be releasing it on Quest 2 very soon. You'll be able to put your Quest 2 on, Quest Pro on. You sit in front of someone, or you can sit in front of them online as well. We just found that out as well. And you're playing with them in your room. They're sitting in front of you, right aside you, and you're using your hands to open them off this thing to catch stuff in its
slime.
The slime in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then you have to shoot it on the opposite side into what is your mouth, basically. Right. It
sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy, but the point that it works, and it has your Meta avatar. It's so fun, guys, and we had a blast playing it. And yes, I'm not gonna lie, she whooped the butt. She whooped me. I'm not gonna play with you. She's better at never mind.
My gosh, here we go.
I'm just not gonna say it. Hold up.
Keep going.
Hold up. If you caught it, you caught it, man. But Slime Ball, yeah, it was really, it's a really great game. And we have a blast. And I think, even though it's more like a tech demo, the point that this game even came out and you can even enjoy it. It's just incredible.
Yes.
So, any other notes you want to talk about it, babe?
I just love the the mixed reality portion of it where
Yeah,
you can see your room where your space is, but this game board
yeah.
is there. It's just crazy. I love it.
It is. It's crazy. And so, speaking of that, so after she whooped me on that, okay, after she whooped me on that, I then moved on to my app of the week, okay, and I actually made a whole YouTube video on it, and it's Transcend XR. Transcend XR
Mhm.
is amazing for multiple reasons. I didn't even get into all the other features of what the browser is, but it's a first of its kind augmented reality full-fledged browser that you can use on your Quest Pro, Quest 2, any device. One of the hidden tricks about it though is that you can play Xbox Game Pass through the browser, the cloud version, completely with your controller hooked up to your headset with as big of as a screen as you want. Like it's
Mhm.
insane. And so after I got my butt whipped with slime ball, I locked my door and cried into my headset and started playing Ninja Turtles on my with cloud gaming on Xbox. So it is a feature. The cool thing about this is this: Game Pass is eventually going to come to the Quest 2, Quest Pro because Microsoft and Meta have a whole deal behind it,
Mhm.
but it has not released yet. This application comes out as a full browser. So not only can you do Game Pass, you can also run cloud applications in it. It's really, really super powered. And it even has this other cool feature that you can use to pull pictures out of it and place them all around your world like a poster. It's really,
Oh
really dope.
wow.
And so you gotta test it out. I think it's like $5.99 on the Quest Store as an App Lab app. You gotta get it. Joy has watched me come in the room and see me doing this and look at the screen like,
I'm like, what are you
what is
doing?
he doing? I don't understand. Like, you're not, what are you playing? So, shout out to the developers of Transcend XR, an incredible, incredible app. And we enjoyed it so much. So I had to make it my app of the week. And then finally, we're going to get into our last piece here. Let me just pull it up real quick. It's something that I saw today. It's the new app of the week. And in response to MLK Day is coming up. Um,
Mhm.
us representation is everything for us. So this came across my timeline today, and I was like, I gotta check this out. We gotta download this. We haven't got a chance to put on the headset yet and go through it, but we wanted to share it with the audience. It's called MLK. The Time Is Now. It's available
Mhm.
on your Quest Store for free. It's a documentary done in 3D as well as some virtual aspects to walk you through the I had a dream speech. I have a dream speech,
Wow.
and some really cool things to help you kind of visualize what it was like to be there, as well as what we've overcome over time. It's very powerful. I've heard, saw some reviews about it, and I got some tissue prepared. The same tissue I was using when she beat me in slime ball. But
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing and using this app in the next
yeah,
podcast. Explain exactly what I experienced. So
yeah, Time Magazine had put this together, so I'm really excited to see it. We did get a chance when we first got into Horizon Worlds. We just so happened to come in February,
yeah, we did.
right when Black History Month was going on, and so we saw a lot of Black History builds in there, and that was really dope to
Hmm.
find. They even had the place where he had the speech at, right there. I can't remember the exact location in Washington D.C. where he had the speech at, but they had it actually done in Horizon Worlds. They had the audio playing. It was really amazing. So virtual reality can do some crazy things. And what we want to get into next is our topic for the week. And so let me switch the screen here, and we're going to talk about what this year is going to be for virtual reality, augmented reality, and ultimately what we believe the year's title is going to be the year of mixed reality.
Hmm.
The year of mixed reality. So, what's the first thing we wanted to kind of mention about mixed reality?
Okay, so I guess we can talk about what mixed reality is. Like, we can give our own interpretation of what mixed reality
Yeah,
is.
so I'm gonna let you go first, Joy, since she's so beautiful today. I'm gonna let you
Oh my
take
gosh.
your time. Take your time.
Mixed reality is basically it says kind of self-explanatory. It's having the virtual aspect meet the real life aspect, and you can see both
Yeah.
things that aren't there and there at the same time.
Hmm.
So
That's good. That's good. So, is there a difference between this, in your opinion? Is there a difference between this and augmented reality, or are they one and the same?
It's kind of one and the same to me, but I know there's probably a more technical um difference and
Yeah.
whatnot.
I would say with mixed reality for me personally, what I would say with mixed reality would be this similar to what you said. It's bringing elements of the digital world into your physical space. So for one thing, we have for instance, you have like in the Quest you can do scan your desk, you can scan your couch, and in your virtual VR space in the Horizon home, you can see a representation of your couch inside of your virtual world. So that's more like
Mhm.
I'm going to bring real world items into the virtual, but this is more so bringing digital and augmented objects into your real life. And so you guys have seen examples on our media, on social media, where we have like Figment and different applications that we've been using to really explore this narrative of mixed reality, where you're able to change and morph things in your room to just kind of explain what's going on with that and the technology behind it. We believe that this year is going to be the year of mixed reality because you're seeing all these new headsets. For instance, CES, there was ton of announcements around new VR headsets, and most of them weren't just virtual headsets. They were all devices that had the ability to show your outside world inside the headset, right?
Mhm.
So, Joy, tell me your experiences with like what you've experienced with the Quest Pro, for instance.
With the Quest Pro, it's been a journey. It's been exploring all these possibilities that I couldn't do with my Quest 2, obviously, but being able to experiment with it. I think my favorite thing that I did was the Abbott Elementary um set that I bought into my actual this office right here, this set. And so it was so much fun creating that and being able to see what you can
Yeah,
create with this Quest Pro. It's like, wait, what?
yeah, because
I didn't know this was
you were
possible.
already building inside of Horizon Worlds, right? So
Hmm.
we're building what would be a real world object into a virtual world. Well, now we're taking virtual items and building them in
And
the
into the
real
real
world. And it's
world.
kind of cool because both tools needed to be understood. In Horizon, you got to
Oh
know how
yeah.
to mock up, and look at something in real life and go, okay, I want to scale this building and make it look as realistic in here as it does outside. But then on the flip side, you may want to take something that you couldn't do in the real world, like have a
Hmm.
dragon lay eggs in your on your couch or something like that. Well, now in the magic of mixed reality, I can make that happen, right? And so it begins to open your mind to see. Right now, these devices are this big on your face. We're trying to get to the point where I look. In fact, I got some glasses right here. We want to get to a fact where it's like this, where I put these on, and everything I see out of my peripheral is literally a digital world. Like we playing Pokemon Go, right? But I can see Pikachu right to the left of me, and he's persistent no matter where I am in the world. That's the idea of why mixed reality is such a big deal. So, my question next to you, Joy, would be, how do you foresee um, this going further in 2023 with devices like the Quest Pro and even the Vive Elite Pro that we just talked about?
I think that it's going to have so much to do with the implementation of different things coming in, such as like retail, um, businesses, marketing, all of this stuff being
Yeah,
implemented with this stuff and being able to churn it out. It's going to be crazy.
man. Listen, I'm gonna put it on real quick.
I don't know how to respond to
Oh,
that.
oh.
Okay, Siri, I didn't ask you, honey. Thank you, girl.
Seriously, I can't tell you my secrets about augmented reality and mixed reality. She said, I can't tell you my
Well, thank
secrets.
you, girl.
But so I do have these are the Ray Bans, the Ray Ban stories that Meta put out. Yeah, I told you we Meta fanboys over here, fanboys and fangirls.
Okay,
And
I was finna say,
look,
what?
you not definitely not a boy, baby. You're not a boy. Um, and when I got these, they augment a part of my life. What they do, they don't show anything visual, but they allow phone calls to come through. They allow Messenger come through. I can control my volume of my phone. I can talk to them, get the weather. I can talk to Siri through these, as well as I can take real quick 1 minute videos with the cameras that's on it, and it's really really cool to have these on you at all times. And so they augmented my life in a positive way. They're not mixed reality where they help make things from the virtual world come into my physical world, but they do help me with some types of technology that's only
Mhm.
available in the virtual world. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I'm excited to see where it goes in 2023 because when we bought the Quest Pros, we did not know. Let's just keep it funky. We did not know the possibilities that it had. We didn't see a slime ball. You know, like we saw them talk about what it could be, and this is more like a. I would say when you say the Quest Pro is more like a proof of concept here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because it's almost kind of said through the different VR mediums that we're going to see the Quest 3 is going to be like the headset that you go get. And because of all the work the Quest Pro has done and people are developing for the Quest Pro, is going to basically have the Quest 3 launch with all these amazing applications that you
Yeah.
can use day one, right? My thing is this: why would we say this year is going to be the year of mixed reality? Why would you think we say that?
I think because one, Apple is getting involved,
Uh
first of
oh,
all.
you better say that. You better say that.
And they're going to blow the lid off of this thing, and people are going to start competing like crazy, developing these mixed reality experiences, especially since I think Apple, that headset is mixed reality, right? So,
Correct. Yep.
so they are going to want to add a whole bunch of apps to make this thing happen and function and appeal
Correct.
to the widespread audience. So, I mean, it's going to be that year of mixed reality.
Look, we got Universal Dragon in the building. He said, "I can't wait till we get glasses that does everything our headsets does," and
Oh
that's the
yes,
point, right? That's the point. I have a few pair. We were blessed enough to get a few pair of augmented reality glasses that are very early on in the process. Rocket Air sent some amazing glasses. We did the review, and we have another one. We're not going to share it just yet that we got in that we were really excited about. It's like, man, it's the potential of these technologies
oh it's
is
crazy.
impressive. Here's the thing:
Hmm.
these Ray-Bans, I love them. Okay, they don't do anything visual. I love them. 2 hour battery life. 2 hours.
Oh
So even
yeah.
though the Quest Pro has the same battery life, but I can keep it plugged in. Ain't no way Joy gonna let me walk around downtown trying to look. Cause I look pretty good. Hold on, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I look pretty debonair. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, she's not gonna let me walk around with a cable coming out the side of it, like,
Oh no, sir! Like you finna
yeah,
be in
like,
the CIA or something.
yeah, nah. She gonna be like, man, take that crap off your face. So I had to sometimes they be on my face, not even be turned on. And that's the thing for me is that we're not quite at the place yet where the technology meets the desire, but we are at the place yet where potential meets the money. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that one more
Say
time.
that one more time.
We are at a place where potential meets the money. So Apple has the money and there's potential, right? The Meta has the money and there's
Hmm.
potential. So we're building towards what we want, but we
Hmm.
gotta deal with what's potential. So what's potential today? A bulky headset on your head, right? Like that. We're getting it's getting slimmer and slimmer. You got the Pico
Hmm.
4 out there, but it doesn't have the
Yeah.
stereo a camera, so only one camera. So the depth sensing is off. You got the Quest Pro with the cameras and the color, but it's still a little warped. And now
We
you
have the PlayStation VR coming out, but it's still tethered
it's
to.
you better use tech terms. Hold on,
Hey,
you better use tech
what you not gonna
tethered.
do is try to play me.
She said not a cable, not it's still plugged in. My baby said tethered.
Oh my
You better say
gosh.
that. Yeah, I'm proud, But that's the idea is that it's just not the thing. Like we're at a place where technology is just not meeting the means, right? Like at the end of the day, we want this stuff to be super powered. Like the Quest 2, there's a game that just came out called Grid Legends today. Um,
Hmm.
30 gigabytes. 30 gigabytes on a
Ooh,
256 gigabyte model or a 128 gigabyte model, or if you
depending on
bought
what you got,
in
the
the in,
256.
or if you got the old Quest 2 with the 64
Oh
gig.
yeah. Ooh.
How in the heck you gonna run this game, right?
You're gonna be like the old phones where you gotta delete some apps or
You gotta
something.
delete everything. You gotta delete literally to play this game. You gotta delete everything off of it, right?
Everything.
And
Right.
it launched, and everyone's saying it has great gameplay, but they said there's one thing they said that they can't stand: the graphics are horrendous. Why? Because we want PlayStation 5 power, but in a standalone device, it's just not possible.
Not right now.
It's not possible right now. Like Quest 3 is going to be a leap. You got to remember this too, guys. We're going to get a little technical here, Joy. The XR2 chip in the Quest 2 was bleeding edge in 2020. Okay? We have not had a successor in that chip in 3 years. Bleeding edge. There's a new phone chip every year for Apple. There's a new phone chip every year for Android. We have not had a new chip yet outside the XR2 Plus that's inside of the Quest Pro. Right? So here we go. This is where I need you, Joy.
All right.
Does it make sense that we have these leapfrog moments so fast with VR? We expected just to jump. Does it make sense?
No.
Help it make sense for me.
It has to be a gradual thing for it in order for it to make sense, because if you leap too far, you're going to skip some stuff along the way.
Come on, say that.
And it's just like life. You could get stuff super fast, but those important things that you need to learn along the way for the betterment of yourself, you're going to skip those things because you wanted to get where you wanted to go too fast. It's okay to be slow and take it steady, but while you're going slow and steady, don't miss anything. That's my thing.
You're a gamer. You remember you had Super Nintendo? Or you had okay, Super Nintendo. Okay.
Super Nintendo.
Do you remember the first Super Nintendo games versus the last Super Nintendo games? What I'm saying is Super Mario World versus Star Fox.
Oh.
Star Fox was 3D on a Super Nintendo. Okay?
It blew your mind at that time.
It blew your mind because it's a Super Nintendo. They even did a custom chip. I watched this whole documentary. I'm a nerd, y'all. Watched this whole documentary of how they built something custom to run on the Super Nintendo, right? But this is where I'm trying to say. You've had a PlayStation, you've had a PlayStation 2. The latter end of PlayStation 1 games were far superior than the first PlayStation 2 games. Right? So we're just getting to the place where we're going to start ramping up. The XR2 Gen 2 supposedly it's going to be in the Quest 3, and it's supposed to be a humongous GPU jump. And the they call it look, I'm trying to be super technical, but it's a neural chip that's inside of it that's going to allow it to do a lot of the calculations needed for hand tracking, for pass-through. All that stuff has to be done on the device. So the more and more you think about it, it's like the Quest 2 still has a long shelf life, right? We have not exhausted the Quest 2 yet.
Right.
We still have not seen the best of Quest 2 yet. We are in Horizon Worlds all the time, and we've seen it get pushed to the limit all the time. And let's not forget, if you want super crazy graphics, we got gaming PCs, right?
Yeah.
Like
plug that thing up.
Oh Lord. Plug it up. Hold on, Joy. Hold on. Here's a PSA from Joy. One more time.
Plug that thing up.
Use the link cable, use AirLink. There's other cool things. Before we were able to afford a gaming PC, we had Shadow PC, which is a cloud gaming system where you can literally go in the cloud, have a gaming PC with your Steam library, use your Quest to stream not only flat games, but also 3D VR games, and it worked phenomenal. So if you don't have the money for a gaming PC, you can also get Shadow PC. Pluto Sphere is another one that we reported on before as well. So
where there's a will, there's a way.
There's a will, there's a way, right? But the point that you're able to do 360, sixth off on a standalone headset, guys. Now we're not just doing that. We're doing standalone, sixth off, 360 on standalone with your real world being merged into it.
Yeah.
Now take Apple with their powerful M2 chip that runs in an iPad, okay? That runs on this Mac Mini that's running this right now, okay? Take that same chip and put it inside a VR headset and tell me what it can do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, say that. See, you're the spokesperson. Go ahead and say it one more time. One more time,
Oh my
Joy.
goodness.
My goodness. I got the vapors.
But you know what I'm looking forward to
Come
the
on, what you
most?
looking forward to?
The ecosystem.
Oh,
I am
gosh.
appled out completely. We're both appled out completely. So I want to see how they're going to use their mixed reality headset to implement that with our everyday things. My iPhone, my iPad, all of that. I want to
Correct.
see how all that's going to be implemented into that. And I'm excited about that.
I mean, here's the thing, because we right now with the Quest Pro, I have my messages synced to it, I have my health synced to it, but it's nothing like Apple's ecosystem having the Apple Watch, having the iPad, having the iPhone, having Macs, and then being able to have all of that synchronized together.
Oh, and I do want to put this disclaimer out here. We are not sponsored by Apple whatsoever.
But listen, you can holler at us
if you want to.
Okay, but and like I said, we're humongous Meta fans over here. We just
absolutely.
want I mean, if Meta had a Facebook Watch, I just told y'all I got the glasses.
Facebook Watch.
I just told y'all I got the glasses, man. I got the glasses. Okay, so if they had a watch, they were working on a watch. They tabled a watch. If they had a watch, I would get it.
You'd
like
get it.
I would get it. Come on, of course I would. Imagine it got the wrist, and then you can see it in VR. Yeah, I'm with it. Make it Facebook. Make it Meta. All right, we'll get it. But
let them stay on the VR wave right quick first. Let them finish that before they start.
Let them innovate that. Let them innovate that. But I mean, you got to think about they got Apple's been building up this for a long time. Apple Fitness, right?
Oh yeah.
Apple Arcade, Apple TV.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, come on, you can't forget about Apple TV.
Yeah.
They literally are the prime, and they bought I want to call it's called Next VR. I can't remember what the company was called. They were the premier streaming service, 3D streaming service for sports, and they bought them years ago. Like we're talking about like 2017. So when Apple comes on stage, you already got Memoji is one of the best animated avatars made, in custom. They're coming with it, and so Meta. I believe this. Now, this is where we turn the curve and say, now, it ain't all Apple. All right.
Here we go.
We believe that Meta, that this year is going to be a year of mixed reality, is the Quest Pro has not seen its best day.
Absolutely.
Literally, we are just on it just launched 4 months ago. It's not 2 years in, it's not a year in. It's a whole bunch more it can do. It's even been promised to do a lot more. Even Andrew Bosworth, once again, has mentioned we got a whole lot more we're going to be doing with this device. This is where we become Meta fangirl and fanboy against I fixed it.
There you go. Good job, babe.
We have seen this company pour billions and be ridiculed for it. Other companies are getting to step on the backs of Meta.
There you go.
Off of all the technology leaps that they've done, the investment they made in Oculus years ago in 2016 and 2015, and now they can leap. They've been doing a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of stuff in the pipeline. That what would be the point of them releasing everything today? Because they don't know what these other companies are working on, what's in behind the scenes. They're waiting to see what's going on, and then they can just hit their software button and just.
You always have to have a trump card. You can't pick up
that.
gotta
have a trump card. You always gotta have a trump card.
Or you have to have that spade in the back. Shout out to Hollyworld spade. You always gotta have that spade in the cut. So
it's really just for us. The reason why we know it's a year is because even though Apple is going to legitimize it, we know Meta is going to capitalize on it. Okay, we got a lot of good sayings tonight. Apple is going to legitimize it. Meta is going to capitalize on it.
There you go.
And that's the whole idea. Look, we got some people in the building. Well, we got Chelsea Meta.
Hey, what's
up, Joy?
What's up?
You're very motivational, she says. Awesome. We
thank you.
appreciate you so much for tuning in. Wait, I'm not motivational? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm playing with you.
God.
You know I praise my wife all the time. Meta News says Dragon probably will FaceTime on a headset. Yes, there will be FaceTime.
Be so cool.
There will be FaceTime. It may even link to the
phone.
phone.
Hold on. If they have FaceTime on the headset, will I have to have my makeup on? Or will us ladies have to have our makeup on?
Well, see, that leads into
that's the thing.
Leads into the other thing, these avatars, right? So I actually think, And this was said. I'll say so. Your husband a couple of weeks ago. I told you this. Your husband went back and watched the Meta Connect.
Okay.
And went and studied the Meta Connect and listened to specifically to the point where they was talking about the legs and avatars. You know, we waiting for them legs. Meta. We waiting for
What
them
is
legs.
it, man?
Where the legs at? All right. But I watched it and they specifically said we're gonna go into this new medium where you're halfway on, halfway off, where you're shown in your real world space, but your avatar is the one active in the video call for Zoom,
Ooh.
right? For Zoom, for Teams. In fact, Zoom just launched their avatar platform for Zoom calls. You can go into beta
Wow, I
now
didn't know that.
and get Zoom, and they have avatars that you can set up now, and that's eventually leading into what workrooms, the potential of workrooms linking into Zooms. They already mentioned it. I'm not saying anything new, and as well as they're gonna be linking into Teams, right? So
Mhm.
you begin to think about messenger calls with your meta avatar, right? Fully augmented hands, face. You could basically be, plain faced, and no one would know that
Yeah.
you are not sitting in your bedroom eating cookies, right? Not saying anyone on here does that,
Right.
me. But the idea here is that avatars is also proof of the year of mixed reality because
Yes.
we're going to begin to see people use their avatars a lot more as personalities, right? We've been seeing it in reels, we've been seeing it in content that we've been doing, and it's just become comfortable for
It's
us.
a thing. Yeah.
Explain it from your end, what you think about it.
Of it,
The avatar.
like,
I'm sorry.
okay.
What do you think about avatars be helping to make this a year of mixed reality?
Oh yeah. So being able to have your avatar, it's again people who are uncomfortable with themselves or can put on the avatar that they design and become their true self, like how you are in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Some personalities you're self-conscious about things, and so you could create an avatar where you're comfortable in and you can be your true self, and it's like, wait, what? I can do this. This is me. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And so I think it's a confidence booster, to be honest.
Now, and here's the thing: you got ladies like the beautiful Joyreign, who literally get in the headset. Y'all ready for this? No, I'm gonna take it off her so y'all can't see her face when I say this. Getting to go to a virtual event in the metaverse, she still has to pick out her clothes. She still has to pick out her shoes that no one can see.
Sure do.
She has to pick out her the pants that no one can see.
Yes.
She has to make sure her glasses are right and that her earrings match. And then when she shows up, she know what she does? What you think? Cute? Cute or what? Cute, right? If I don't say within the first 5 seconds of us beaming into Horizon Worlds that she looks cute, I'm changing.
Boy,
it.
changing.
I'm changing. I'm changing it up. I'm changing it up. Look, better news. I know that's Miss Rocks. Same here. Look, it's
Exactly.
sad. It's sad. And then they be standing in the mirror like, and doing her little facial expression like, let me make sure I'm on. All right, no makeup over here. And then when she kissed me in the metaverse, she literally be like, oh, I left some makeup on you. Girl, you ain't got makeup on me. Ain't no makeup on me. All right. But the point that we're beginning to see, I believe when the legs come in.
But this is the thing.
Go ahead.
My avatar is a representation of me. And so how I am, I just can't help how I am. So when in real life, I leave the house as a representation of how I want to present myself. And so in the metaverse, I want to present myself a certain way. And so I'm going to do that also. I mean, it's not saying that everyone does that because everybody has their own thing. But I mean, if you're like that, you're going to carry that into that space. And that's how we try to, I don't want to go into like the joy in the morning thing, but that's how we have to deal with ourselves because we bring who we are into the metaverse because you only could fake for so long. I'll tell you that much. You only could fake for so long. You bring your true authentic self, good and bad, in the metaverse and behind that avatar. So
I had to give you some sound effects like that. You're killing it. You're killing it. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
You've even taught me that how you look is a representation of me as well. you
Mhm.
know? And so you're representing me when you go out as well, right? And then I'm representing you. You made that very clear. If I go out in my sweats and a t-shirt, you like turn it around, boy. Now that ain't for everybody. Put something else on, and you can go back. You know, you could do this, but it is representation. So now we're at this
Yeah.
place where avatars close, which I think is going to be a big boom this year.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's a part of mixed reality, right? Because if I buy clothes in the I buy clothes in the real world, I'm going to buy clothes in the metaverse. I'm going to want my avatar to look different than you. I've literally seen my wife go into a
Oh
spot and
gosh.
then she'd be like, she's wearing the same clothes as me. The beautiful thing about the beautiful thing about Joy is that she will actually go over, take a picture with the person, like, you know what?
Yeah, we
Hey,
twinning.
we twinning today. You look good,
Yeah.
I look good, girl. Ooh, yeah, right? You know what I'm saying? But she a little bit more personal about her hair. Now, don't go around too many places with her same hair.
I cannot.
And she gonna be like, look now. But you
I
know what?
cannot.
What I love is that even though right now some avatars look a little similar, the
The
personality comes
personality is
through.
everything.
It
Yeah,
comes through.
everybody's unique.
And so we're gonna see big changes with that, with the emojis coming in, with Apple's headset. I know they're gonna be using their emoji system. They've been using it for years. We're gonna begin to see arms, legs come from that, as well as the meta avatars are gonna continue to grow. They've been changing recently. If you have not been in Horizon Worlds or anywhere where the meta avatars are, definitely take a look. They're actually changing to me
They
for the
change all
better.
the time.
They are
Yeah.
changing all the time, but I think they're trying to get to a place where we begin to have a stylized version, and then we're gonna get those Kodak
Yeah,
avatars,
there you
right?
go.
That's those real mixed reality, and I'll be good with those for a Zoom meeting. I would love Jeremy
Yeah.
Duncan at his best, clean face, right? Perfect. Hold on, let me get it right.
Uh-oh.
You know,
Okay.
perfect mustache, perfect line, and perfect hairline. So I ain't gotta get my hair cut no more, right? Right?
Oh,
Yep.
I don't know about
You
all
know
that.
what? I think it's almost time for us to wrap this up. But we know with avatars is gonna be the year of mixed reality because of the headsets. Is gonna be the year of mixed reality because of Apple coming into the spot to legitimize it and Meta capitalizing it. It's gonna be a year of mixed reality. There's one other area you want to make sure to be covered before we go live, in the live here, and that is. I lost it just after. I'll play.
Like, hold on, wait, what? The
No,
suspense.
no, the suspense. No, and that is honestly when it comes down to how the technology helps others. That's
Yes.
not that doesn't accessibility. Okay, is what I
Mm-hmm.
was trying to the right word to pull. There's these glasses right now. I believe it's the I think you could do it with the Rockets too, where you download an application. And when you talk, a person could not be here, can't hear, might be deaf. When you put the glasses on, everything you say begins to caption right in front of their face. And it's a magical video on. I have to put it in our stories or something like that, or talk report on it another time, where this person's watching words come on the screen as the person's talking, and you gotta understand that changes everything for them,
Oh
right?
yeah. It's like closed caption in real
It's closed
time.
caption in real time. And so this
Yeah.
technology is not just to give us Pokemon in front of us and dragons flying around, right? It's to help give us superpowers. That's what Meta says all the time. These devices are going to give us superpowers. There's
Yeah.
even an application I think that's coming out for the Quest Pro where you'll be able to see your Wi-Fi signal around your house to figure out where there's Wi-Fi degradation and you can fix that. Like those are the types of things that's going to really change the way accessibility wise how we use our devices, right?
Yeah, and I'm absolutely looking forward to all the aspects of health. I'm really getting into this big health kick thing. And so being able to have the mixed reality meet health, I'm looking forward to that.
That's so good. And we're big on Supernatural, big on FitXR. The meditation applications is on the store as well. And that stuff is going to keep growing. Imagine a day when you put your device on and your trainer just beams into your room. Not in this virtual space, they just right there and they're coaching you live. They're like, yo, get down on the floor. I see you. Get down. Let's make this happen, right? You're going to have holograms of your family and friends walking around. It's going to be really powerful. Kevin had said something I wanted to make sure we read. My friend's dad is
Mhm.
homebound, and my friend got a Quest 2 and has been taking his dad all over with 360 video.
Oh,
He
that's
said
awesome.
it's been super therapeutic for him. And
That's
that's
amazing.
amazing. And we know anxiety-wise, you can't get no
Yes.
better than the Quest platform for being able to get away and just take that time away. So accessibility, avatars, mixed reality
Mhm.
applications, and new legitimized hardware coming into this space. That's why we believe at Getting Things Done with Joyreign and Jdunrrp. This is going to be the year of mixed reality. Any closing remarks on that, Joy?
Absolutely. I am super excited for everything that this year has to offer and is coming down the pipeline. But I am so excited to be back for another episode of Get 'em to the Metaverse. 2023 is going to blow our minds, and I can't wait to report on all of this stuff that's coming up.
100%. Game and Drink said, I hope Horizon gets non-human avatars. That's actually been promised, man. That they were going to have a slew of avatar systems coming to Horizons as well. And was playing Golf Plus the other day. Woke up to the next day, super sore. I was like, what in the world did I do? That's because when you play in Golf Plus in that headset, it's kind of like you're playing in real life, man.
Kevin, we've all been there. We
100%.
did boxing, did all kind of stuff. Like, wait, what?
Man, we
Why
played.
am I
We went and shot in this game called Pistol Whip. Shout out to Mike the Guru, inside of Horizon Worlds, and my arms was tired after playing 30 40 minutes of that. Okay, so I'm about to go ice my elbow right now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everyone who took the time to tune in. Shout out to our
Yes.
family from Meta News, Hardy West, Kevin Cox, Game and Drinks. Those who have tuned in so many times. Dragon in the building, as well as our
Yeah.
friend Chelsea Meditainment. I'm trying to say your name right. I don't Chelsea Meditainment. All right.
Meditainment
We
girl.
def have to think outside the box when creating. That's 100% correct. And that's why we're continuing to push the narrative that we want to help the extraordinary Metaverse become an ordinary part of life. Well, this has been an amazing show, Joy.
Yes, it has been.
It's been
It was
amazing.
worth all the power outages and all of that we had to endure to get this and make this
I
possible
mean,
today. So
woke up
it's
sick,
been good.
woke up not feeling good, and still got on here and knocked it out the park, man. Shout out once again to everyone who tuned in. Make sure y'all hit that like button before you leave.
Yes.
And make sure to keep
Give us
it
a
locked
thumbs up.
on Getting Things Done, because we got a lot of great content coming real soon with the beautiful Joyreign and your boy Jdunrrp. Until next
Bye,
time,
y'all.
we'll see you. Peace.